I am Minister Javon Bracy. I am a part of the Juniper Formation Leadership Team as well as the Spiritual Well Ministry Team. And I'm excited to bring to you a Christmas reflection. During Advent and Christmas, we are reminded of wonder. We are reminded of miracles. We are reminded of God's inclination toward divine intervention. But we must be careful not to over-spiritualize the story of Christ's birth to the point of sanitization. We cannot forget the social and political implications of God's choice of the poor, the marginalized, the vulnerable, to be conduits and vehicles for salvation, rather than the socially and politically powerful or the wealthy, as one might expect. We must allow Advent and Christmas to remind us that God is concerned with all aspects of the human condition, and that those that the hegemonic structures choose to oppress because of gender or sexuality or ability or race or socioeconomic status have a special place in God's heart. We must make room to connect with the humanity of the story of Christ's birth. One thing that's helped me to do that this year is a piece by Caitlin Shelter, and I want to share that with you today. Sometimes I wonder if Mary breastfed Jesus, if she cried out when he bit her, or if she sobbed when he would not latch. And sometimes I wonder if this is all too vulgar to ask in a church full of men without milk stains on their shirts or coconut oil on their breasts, preaching from pulpits off limits to the Mother of God. But then I think of feeding Jesus, birthing Jesus, the expulsion of blood and smell of sweat, the salt of a mother's tears onto the soft head of the salt of the earth. Feeling lonely and tired, hungry, annoyed, overwhelmed, loving. And I think if the vulgarity of birth is not honestly preached by men who carry power but not burden, who carry privilege but not labor, who carry authority but not submission, then it should not be preached at all. Because the real scandal of the birth of God lies in the cracked nipples of a 14-year-old, and not in the sermons of ministers who say women are too delicate to lead. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you. My prayer is that even after Christmas comes and goes, that we remember that God is present with us even in darkness and even while we're waiting. And I pray that the love and joy and hope and peace that we were somehow able to conjure this season continue to linger. And I pray that our reflections draw us closer to who God is truly and inspire us to become all that we were created and called to be. Ashe and amen.